Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today we're doing a haul video. I forgot that I had my last mystery bag from the red, white, and blue in Connecticut, but never fail, I did get some more bags when we were down in Florida. They're just not as big, but every bag had at least something in there that made me think that it was worth picking up. Where these bags, there was a lot of stuff hidden that I really didn't know, where these I pretty much could see what I was picking up. But I bought a bunch again, so we'll start on that as soon as I start on the Florida stuff. But what I plan on sharing today with you is a bag of smalls. I think we're down to like 3 big black garbage bags full of stuff from St. Louis, and then we'll start on the Florida stuff. And hopefully I'm going to get through that really quick, and we might have to plan another trip here real soon. Maybe to the Nashville bins, I think. Just as a reminder, I paid $3.99 for this bag. It's the last one. It's making me sad. From the Red, White, and Blue thrift store in Connecticut. The one we went to in Florida, it is a Red, White, and Blue, but they didn't change the name of the store. And it had, I got treasures there, but okay, just not as nice as these. It's called World's Thrift. Was that what it was?
I think so.
I think World's Thrift. So if you're ever in that area, that is the Red, White, and Blue. But I think there's some more that were further south, but we didn't, with Milton, we didn't have a chance to venture off any. We just kind of made it through the storm and came home.
But you can't start on that yet. So you noticed how you said it was red, white, and blue, but didn't change the name of it. Nobody knows what the heck you're talking about because you didn't tell the whole story. So when you tell me to do stuff, or think you've told me to do stuff, and I haven't done it, just remember, it's probably because you haven't told me everything you needed to tell me so that I would know what it is that you wanted done.
You're supposed to be able to read my mind.
No.
Yes.
If I could read a woman's mind, I would write a book and be a billionaire.
All right, back to the bag. Back to the important stuff. All right, this intrigued me. Haven't quite sure what that is.
Looks like a tiger.
I know, but who? Because that's very interesting.
Tony?
No, I don't think so.
Truman?
What else? There was something else. This little raccoon intrigues me. And right here. Look, it's like an ugly doll, but it's Hello Kitty. So I'll have to figure out what that is and if it's worth anything. And I mean, there's a couple of other things in here that are interesting, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, I think this is a pet toy. Let me see if I can read the tag. It definitely looks like a pet toy. Paw Paw. That's all I see. I don't know. I'll see if there's others listed, but if not, it'll probably go in my donate pile. All right. Somebody did a terrible repair job on this, so that's strike 1 for this plush. I was hoping maybe this was Build-A-Bear clothing for some of the smaller, like small fries, but it's not. So this whole thing's just gonna go in my donate. It's funny, it is Ugly Doll. It's their tag. Hello Kitty. No clue. No clue. Aw, his mouth I think is messed up. Well, that's a bummer. That's not something I have skills for. We'll have to wait and see what he was supposed to look like, and if, you know, if she's worth a lot and I can just reduce the price with the damage. I mean, technically it doesn't look that bad. But we'll just, that's a wait and see. Ooh, let's see what this is. Aww, it looks rough, and it is Thai classic, but look, this is what happens when you dry a plush. This matted stuff. There's no saving that. Sad. Sad, sad, sad.
So last night your Thai classic brand video went out.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately,
He wasn't in that
he
list.
wasn't on that list to be a high dollar one. So,
Yep. All right.
so you don't think there's any saving this?
Throw it over there just for me to check, but I don't think so.
You need to get one of those. Shani said you need to get a wire brush.
I know. I keep saying that, and it needs to go on the grocery list.
Yeah, but Google Home is
Google
defective
Home's
at the
not
moment.
working.
It says, I don't know who you are. I can't add stuff to your grocery list because I don't know who you are. You've been hooked up for years, Google Home. You should know who we are. We're in our home.
I know.
The settings all say it's hooked up right.
Technology, y'all. I don't like it anyway, but, you know, when you get used to telling Google to turn off your lights and all of this stuff and add stuff to your grocery list, and then it just stops working. Stops working. Again, this has a whole lot of wear. This bag's turning into a little disappointing, but that's all right. Hopefully there's going to be at least one treasure in here. This is Ron Bonifato, but I don't think it's going to be worth keeping, but once I look at other comps. Pretty sure this is going to be Classic Toy Company. No, Asia Direct. It's cute. It's got the quality of like a claw machine toy, but sometimes those are surprisingly, you know, good, at least bread and butter. So again, I'll use Google Lens and see what comes up. No clue. It does actually look like a character. So, you know, it could be dinosaurs, it could be Jurassic Park, but I don't think so. It'll just, again, be something I'll have to see what I'm finding out in the research. We've got a dinosaur. This is Adventure Planet. It's not a brand that does very well. You know, I pick it up on occasion if it's something that I'm liking because of what it is, but not particularly because of the brand. Where there's certain things I pick up because of the brand. Applause, Russ, Animal Affair, Jellycat. I don't know. It's probably at least bread and butter and worth listing because it's in nice condition. It needs a bath though. All right, this is Yomiko Classics. This one's kind of intriguing. It's kind of a bristly type, not wool, but rougher plush. Just a little bit different than normal. So I'll have to, again, check and see what's up with it. Try to figure out what kind of dog it is. But because of the way the fur is, I would think it's some kind of terrier. But I don't know pets. All right. Ooh, now this is intriguing. It is Midnight by Russ, but I really like that. It's in nice condition. I don't know. I'm hoping $25.
Wonder if he's ever been in Montgomery.
Is that a song reference? I'm guessing.
Yes.
This is Gans. Got to get your hands on a Gans. If I've got a lot of Webkins listed, you know, like forest animals, I may just add this to it. But it doesn't have a code, so more than likely it's not worth a whole lot. I didn't even notice this. Oh, it's Unipack. Its neck is a little floppy, but it's a nice swan plush. But now that I'm looking at it closer, it looks like it's been dried in a dryer too, and it's just kind of matted. I'm going to go ahead and wash it and see what it looks like if I can, you know, get a wire brush or something to the fur. And maybe it's supposed to look like that. I don't know. But it's interesting. No big treasures in this bag for sure. Maybe the black cat. This is Greenbrier, which is like Dollar General, Family Dollar, one of them. I'll probably put that in my donate. And then the last thing in here is, Princess Soft Toys. Another dog plush. So it has potential. Don't know. the first thing I thought of was, like, this morning I'm listing and listing and listing, and some of the weirdest things, eBay already has the category set up for it. I can't remember what it was, but I know for sure Princess Soft Toys, which I don't find a whole lot of, has their own category under stuffed animals, but Walmart doesn't. Walgreens does, but just some of the, some of the brands that I buy a lot of. Even Kelly Toy doesn't have its own category. You have to put it under, other stuffed animals. Just kind of weird. It's like, for sure, somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of experience with stuffed animals set up those categories, because Walmart should definitely have one. Kelly Toy, just because of Squishmallows, really should have their own category. But that's it for that bag. That was not the grand finale that I was hoping for with that bag. All right, and then let me show you some of the smalls.
Before you start that, so this is the first half of the first third of the fourth quarter, right? Sales should be skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the second half. This is late in October, so this is the second half of the first third of the fourth quarter. Sales should really be going up, and they're not right now. They've been okay, but this week is slow. What did we ship? 7 this morning?
7, y'all.
Normally, throughout the year, it's double that.
Mm-hmm.
But you said eBay's messing with stuff because things were changing on the screen as you're listing.
This morning, as I'm listing, all of a sudden I don't have a category section, so I refreshed the screen and it did show up, but that just tells me there's glitches happening. Don't know. I read a post by somebody that said, because of the election year and everything's starting to come to a heated end of that the ad rates are way high, and that maybe eBay's not throwing our ads out to Google because it's so expensive to advertise there right now. I don't know, but yeah, I don't remember October being this slow. I've had a few really good days, but for the most part they are average or less than average.
I think I saw that post about the ad rates being higher, and I think that could be true. I don't know how much of an effect it would be having on eBay sales, but I know that in YouTube, part of the revenue, the channels that have enough monetized, they get ad revenue from the ads that are shown during the videos and from YouTube premium subscriptions if the people aren't seeing ads. And one of the types behind that, if I've looked in there before to see what some of the stuff is, behind the scenes in the YouTube thing, mostly I just ignore it. We just make our videos. But there's something with auctions, ad auctions. So the ad space on YouTube, if I understood it right, and probably on Google, during your search results and all that, that stuff is auctioned, I think. And right now the political campaigns are heavily investing in ads to try to get all the votes they can, and because of that they're driving up the ad rates, and therefore eBay and Amazon and stuff probably aren't placing as many ads, so that could be having a negative effect on sales.
Yep.
But I don't know how much. Would that affect sales by 30% or 0.3%?
Yeah, or 80%, because man, yesterday was tough. All right, let's get to some of the smalls. Gonna start out with this. I don't even think it's been played. Look, it's still got the packaging straps attached to it. This is going to be a cute little thing for like stocking stuffers. It's probably not worth a whole lot. If I have a larger Bop It listed, I may just add this to that lot. But if not, I'll just put this, in by itself, and hopefully I'll find other things to go with it if it doesn't sell right away. All right, I've got a couple of dollhouse items. This is, I'm pretty sure, Fisher Price. The good thing about it is it's got its little blanket and its saddle. I think it's it's going to make sounds. So I'll have to check the batteries in here. This is one of the few exceptions where I do include the button batteries that go in these types of toys, but I do not leave them in the toys. I end up taking, you know, a little Ziploc baggie and just put the batteries in there. Usually I like twist them so that the batteries can't touch, because a lot of times when they're touching, that's when they start either diminishing power or they start corroding. So I usually will keep them separate.
But you always include the button batteries.
Always.
You don't include regular AA, AAA kind of batteries.
No, and I have a little sticker that I put on the bags that says batteries not included. And I put it in my pictures too, so that they're aware they need to have batteries ready when they get the item in the mail.
Because you've had that return complaint before, and you said, did you put batteries in it?
Yep.
No.
Nope. So, I mean, I like this. This is one of the older Fisher-Price dollhouse figures. It's rough. If I've got a lot of these, I may go ahead and add him to it once I get him cleaned up. But this is from the Dream series. They were like the 90s, before the Loving Family. Got a variety of little people. You know, this is from the Princess series. I call these the kind of like skinnies. This is one of the old, not older, but yeah, probably early 2000s. They always have a number on the bottom and like a 5-digit, usually like 5-digit number also. That tells you what set it went to. You know, if you wanted to be that detailed, you know, you could, you know, go to Google and do Fisher-Price, put in that code. It's like HG whatever, and it'll tell you what set it went to. And if there's anything else that you could add to it. So I've got these different ones. I'm actually getting ready. I have a lot of little people that are listed individually, and I think they've been listed for a long time. So I think what I'm going to do is take a lot of them down and start making small lots, based kind of sort of on their shapes, but also like their dates, and try to keep, you know me, I like similar stuff together. You know, I would never put these two together in a lot. It's just they're two different series of little people. So I think I'm going to do that. I haven't been listing little people for a while, and they've accumulated over here on the floor where I work. This is also little people. Not quite sure what set it went to. I'm hoping I've got the other piece somewhere and just didn't realize, you know, it went with this. But it's some type of, obviously, birthday or wedding cake. So I'll have to figure out what set that went to. Lots and lots of Thomas. You know, I've got some of the Woodens. You know, they always have their name on here. I've got lots of these. Unless any one of these by themselves is, you know, bread and butter, I'll probably add these to a lot. This is one of the die-cast take-along Thomases. And then I have several of what they call the Trackmasters. They're more plastic. So I may just make a lot of these, since they're all just kind of the cars without the actual trains. And, you know, hopefully this will be like, you know, $10 to $15 for the 4 of them. Okay. More figures. I wouldn't normally have picked these up, but there were several of them. You know, they're all these pirates, and just don't know. Thought I'm going to make a lot of these. You know, even if I list them for $9.95, I'm good with that, because they might have been a quarter or so altogether. No, and then got loosey-goosey figures. Not quite sure. This one intrigues me, but I don't know until I start trying to look for the really, really small print on it. I don't think it's like the Adventure series. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see till I can see the details. I always grab these. They are mega blocks, and I make lots of these block people. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Fisher-Price. Pretty sure. It's the salt shaker. Probably only going to be, to be honest, probably $5, $6, $7. But I'll sell it as a replacement for somebody who's lost theirs, or a kid chews it, or anything like that. And just more little figures. Don't know if I have a Toy Story lot, but I may add him if I do. And then, of course, Pink Panther. You got to pick up Pink Panther. And he's a little keychain. Again, probably bread and butter. I loved this. Oh, actually, I've got 2 of these. And I think I'm going to be making my next brand video is going to be about these. These are both Gymboree. And I've done very well with Gymboree, Old Navy, and Gap plush. So I think that might be my next brand video. But a lot of times, you know, these aren't available anymore. And, you know, I can get 15, 20 bucks for them. These look like they belong together. Look, it's the same colors. I'll probably sell these as a lot. It just really depends. It'd be nice if they were like 40, 50 bucks for the 2 of them. I'll sell this as a replacement. This is a Fisher-Price Learn Through Music, like a learning game system. I actually had this in my classroom when I was teaching. You know, it would put stuff up on the TV, I'm pretty sure. But I'll just sell it as a replacement. It's probably going to be bread and butter. I'm always thrilled when I find the vintage Fisher-Price Fun with Food stuff. I've got some chocolate cake replacements. I wish I had the frostings. Maybe they're down in the bag still. But, you know, this will be bread and butter. This is I'm going to try to wash it because it looks very dirty. But this would have had bread in it. And then I've got a little mixer. It had a stand, but I'll just sell this as a replacement. But anytime you see this little symbol here, it's the Fun with Food Fisher-Price. Somewhere on here, it'll give you the date and everything. Love Fun with Food. Not quite sure. Of course, I know it's Disney 2012. Not sure which type of figure went with it. Again, you know, I'm hoping $8 to $10 or so for it. I don't know what this is. It's like a little doll carrier. I guess this would have went around a child's waist, like a little fanny pack. I'm trying to see what the label says. Manufactured by Mattel. That's all I know. Oh, look, right there. I was about to say CPK. Cabbage Patch, the little dolls would have gone in here. Very interesting. It feels like, yeah, there's a battery pack, so maybe it made sounds. Hopefully it works. You know, I'm hoping $12, $15 for it. I did forget this. These, if you can find the little chicken nuggets with these, I've done really well with them in the past. Don't know if I've got any listed right now. A lot of times they're not even complete and I can sell them in small lots because somebody's looking for one little thing in there and they'll go ahead and buy the whole lot. And then last 2 things, I love when I find bags of stuff at the bins. I've done really well with Beyblades. I've got a few more out that must have just also been in the bins. But more than likely, I'm going to make a huge lot of these. And I'm thinking $40, $50 plus for this bag of stuff.
You have a little, I don't know, a little round thing with some of this stuff in it from Florida.
Florida.
You need to, we need to get it and put with this.
Maybe put it with it. It had one of the, I think Shannon gave it to me, but it's one of the arenas. I think that's the word for it. And then last but not least, Play-Doh. I don't find a lot of Play-Doh. And a lot of times if it's just a piece here or there, I'm not going to pick it up. But I liked this bag. First and foremost, it's got non-Lego stuff in it. You know, I'm not sure if there's anything in there. But also, look, I've got Teletubbies. Just a lot of different pieces. I'll probably divvy this up. And then just anything that's just plain old Play-Doh, I will make sure, you know, I'll just do a lot of it. The thing with Play-Doh, only use the word Play-Doh in your description and your title if it is really Play-Doh, and that would be Hasbro or Play School. You know, others, Rose Art puts out Play-Doh stuff, not Play-Doh, dough stuff. There's lots of different just generic stuff. I have seen posts where people had their listings taken down because they had stuff mixed, and not all of it was Playskool or Hasbro. So I always make it a point, if I'm going to use the word Play-Doh, that it has to be Hasbro or Playskool. Otherwise, you just use dough, D-O-U-G-H, molds, all of those type words, but don't use Play-Doh, P-L-A-Y-D-O-H. Just don't.
That's the Velcro of modeling compound.
There you go. Yes. But I'm looking forward to splitting that up. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the smalls. Unfortunately, these are the ones that tend to get pushed aside, and then I end up having piles and piles and piles of them. But I'm determined I'm going to go ahead and process as many of them as I can, because, it's fourth quarter, they're toys, and people are going to be looking for replacements or, items to add to their, collections of different things. So I'm going to get to it today. So it's time to get to work, y'all. Bye.